Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Crystal. I live in Northern England with my husband, a little girl, and we expecting another child. From my experience from last time when I was pregnant, I didn't have a birth plan, and this time I really plan to have one. I ended up having an epidural. I didn't want any epidural, but for some reason, there was some complication. I ended up having it administered. But the problem is, my husband at that time could not really understand if I want it or if I don't want it. Obviously, he knew like I didn't want it because we talk about it, but it really was a at the moment decision. It really was, they gave me that decision. Even it was a dangerous situation, they do give me that choice to have it or to not have it. And I have been advised to have it, but I was in such pain, I couldn't really ask the question I need to ask. So, made long story short, I end up I ended up having it, and it wasn't that bad. And this time, and I think I will just say, please give it to me because it made everything so easy. I know it's drugs, some people are against, but for me, I was in such pain, and it was our first baby, my first birth. I really was frightened, and I think having the epidural really calmed me down and make everything go smoothly. So let's jump to the list. First of all, I want this time to bring my heated bag. My heated bag. Yes. What happened? Last time I want to go into the birthing pool, but they say I cannot do it because I have fibroids, and if there's any complication, it will be difficult to help me out, and I need to be in the womb with the doctors with all the tools and everything. So it was not possible for me, but I wish my trusty heating pad was with me. I'm sorry, I'm mumbling a lot because I'm a bit out of breath. You should see how big my belly is. And so next time I will have it because for now it's really helping me. I have some very bad pain at nighttime, mostly at nighttime, like afternoon, late afternoon, and through the night. I feel all uncomfortable. I can't move. Everything is locked. Everything is sore, and this stuff is good. It's good, really. Make all the pain go away like that. So I will have it with me in my hospital bag. And the second item would be, yes, hand towels. Last time, maybe I bought 2 of them at the hospital, but I wish they were like 4 or 5, even 6. Why? The question you're asking, why do you need this? Okay. I end up with fever at the hospital after a couple of showers because I was feeling good. And I said, you know what? I would just go for some showers. So I went there having some showers, and I almost killed myself after one of these showers. So I wish the first day I would be wow. I wish the first day I was wise enough to not go for the shower and use these towels to have what we call in French a toilette, like wet them with some soap and clean everything down. And it doesn't really do the job of a shower, but it really helps. So this time I will use them, and they are very good in soaking thing. You never know what will happen there. And so this time again I will have them. And the third item I want to show you guys is something is very handy, mostly after the birth. Yes, the point is to be used after the birth, and you can see It gives you some good flow of water, because if you get stitches, okay, I'm talking about the people who have natural birth. If you get stitches, your first day going to the toilet, oh my God, I can remember that, really was a nightmare. First day, they were nightmares, really. So by using a squeezy water bottle like that, while you're making pee or any other number 1 or 2, you can use it, fill it, pour it while you're doing whatever you are doing, and it will help you for the pee to not sting. It just mixing, because the pee is acidic. It's not comfortable at all, so it will help out. And this time I will bring it at the hospital. I had it last time, but I leave it at home. I end up using a jug one of the nurses gave to me at the hospital, and it really was uncomfortable. It's not that handy. So this baby boy will come with me at the hospital. And the next item will be a gurgle, guys. Okay. I didn't chop it off. I receive it just like this, all raggy. It's a double cloth, very stretchy. I receive it from my physio because of my pain, because of my lower back. My lower back is just killing me. But for the mamas who like to start putting everything together at the hospital, that this thing really help with the pain. It really help with the pain, because for the first day your body will start to start to putting itself back together. So you need some support. If you need some support, because I thought I will ask at one of the nurse, and I will receive one. Actually, this privilege is reserved for the women who have C-section. So I didn't have one. They couldn't give me one. But this time I received one in a very, very early stage. So that one, that I will be using it at the hospital. If I feel like I'm not too sore, I'm not too achy, I will use it at the hospital. And the last item is a flip-flop. I know it's not a big situation, but you don't want to walk in the hospital showers barefoot, guys. You don't want that. Bring your flip-flop with you just for the shower. You don't want to get anybody left behind at the hospital, okay? And my next point is not an item, but is a book I'm reading this week, and I think it's a great book. I know there's a lot of mamas out there who are very self-conscious about how to raise the kids, how to understand them. But first of all, is how to understand them, because sometimes in order to do something well, you need to understand the thing first. Not sometimes, most of the time. So this time, what I'm reading the Whole Brain Child with Dr. Daniel and Dr. Tina Pei. It's a great read. It's a very great read. If somebody is interested about, I will try to put the name in the box down below. Yeah, I'm just fascinated by child psychology. So if anybody is interested about reading a good book for your future baby or already the one you have, I would love to share that with you. And finally, guys, I want to talk about how to be aware of what's going on around you. I know in a hospital situation, you are in labor, you are in pain, and you have the baby, you're still in pain. It's very difficult to owning everything you just can't. But there's something, I had an experience at the hospital. I remember after the birth, I was very tired. My husband was very tired, and one of the nurses walked in and offer some help, because sometimes they are able to take the babies, bring them to another place at the same floor, not leaving the hospital with your child, and they can look after your baby during the night and you can catch up on some sleep. And I was tired, my husband was knackered. So we say, yes, why not? And she picked up the baby and I wrapped the baby inside some very nice fluffy blanket, and she woke up with the baby. In the middle of the night, I was awake, and I missed the child. I say, okay, let me go check on her. The intention was just go to check on her. And I went out the bedroom and went to the nurses' quarters. And one of them saw me coming and say, oh, are you coming to see the baby and stuff like that? I say, yes. I say, where is she? And she said, oh, she's in that room there. But they have a bit of a lobby, lobby. No, it's not a lobby they have a quarter. It's just like a small area. They're sitting on the desk right in the middle of the lobby. And I walk inside that room where the baby's supposed to be, and the child was crying. The child was crying, but other baby were crying. It was more like a whinging and stuff like that. And the baby was wrapped inside a very rough towel. First of all, the baby was wrapped inside this thing. I did not recognize it. I said, why my baby is inside this thing would look like a cloth they have been using for God knows how. So it was like, and the baby was crying. And she said, oh, she's fine. She's fine. I just change her, give her some milk, and she's okay. But I was a new mom. It really breaks my heart because my poor little thing goes there and crying. And I think, okay, I will take her with me. And she said, no, there's no problem. We can go and leave the baby with us. And I say, no, I will take her with me. So I pick her up and bring her to the bedroom to the womb. I keep saying bedroom. I don't know why. To the womb with me. And my husband wake up asking, oh, what's going on? Why she's crying? And I check really. I did not open the whole blanket. I just put my hands through underneath of her little bottom, and I can realize that the diaper was dry, okay? But she was keep crying. And my husband said, okay, just unwrap her. And when I unwrapped that child, she was bright red. But what I didn't tell you, when I get her from that home, she was inside that cot, and there was this light beaming at her, this light they use at the hospital just to hit the babies. And she literally was cooking my baby. That baby was like bright red, and she was crying, and her skin, I'm telling the story, and I still feel very upset about it. And we were very upset about it, but we didn't really want to create any problem at the hospital at this point because we were about to leave anyway. And I didn't trust myself, like if I was capable of controlling myself, because if I, it would turn out to be ugly if I decide to talk at that time, because I was so upset about the fact that nurse, I don't know if it was negligence or ignorance, putting the baby underneath this scorching light, and the baby was crying. I gave you my child, like, because you say you can look after her, like she will be safe. I can have a bit of sleep. When she was with us, when she were with us, she was fine. She wasn't under any light. She was in a little cot, and we had a lamp and everything was fine. And you pick up my baby just to put her on the underneath this scorching light, and literally hurting her. So I try to not think too much about it at this time. I say, you know what, I will just let it go. But what I want you to take from that story is just, I'm not asking you to be obsessive, but I'm asking you to keep your eye open. Don't don't think because you're dealing with professional, you just have to put all your guard down. You have to trust them blindly. No, 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 don't do that, because that's what happened with us. And I'm so grateful, like, if really God wake me up in the middle of the night and I can get my child out of this room. Really, I we were very upset about it. So this is my advice for you. Be assertive. You get to the hospital, you get to your labor, ask question. Because if you don't know how to ask question at this time, obviously, because they will be throwing a lot of terminology at you, make your research, have your birth plan, and when you get there, you know exactly what you want, what you're dealing with. And your birth partner can use your birth plan to help you out, to speak for you, to advocate for you. Because here we decide to go for Airdale Hospital in Yorkshire for last time, because we had some there's a good hospital not far from where we live in, but we still we keep hearing some very ugly story about people going there and having birth there and be traumatizing. We even have a friend who have to go through court with these people. Guys, this was my list of small things I wish I put in my hospital bag, and stuff I wish I was more aware of. And this time I will try to do my homework. If you have any items you think is very important, is necessary to put on a birth plan or hospital bag list, put comment down below. And if you have any story, don't forget to share them with me, guys. Have a blessed day, and don't forget to subscribe. Stay stay with us or with me. Okay, maybe you meet my family one day, I don't know. Don't forget to subscribe and be part of the family. Next time I will share with you my miracle baby is a testimony. Is a miracle baby testimony, literally is what it is. I will share it with you. It will be is a great story. It's a great story. I wish you. I wish you well for today. It's Friday. Enjoy your weekend. Yes, enjoy it. We're still in lockdown in the UK. I hope you're doing well and stay blessed.